Well, welcome in everybody. It is Wednesday morning on the Rancho, trash day here in the beautiful Roseland area of Santa Rosa, the garden spot of the West. Well, you can see today I got the big gates open. That means we got big projects underway. The gateway to the Rancho. Well, the big problem here is right up here, these bottlebrush bushes. They get very tall and very leggy, and they've reached the point now where they're kind of flopping over the neighbors. And it's also problematic because it smashed part of the fence over here that I had to partially replace. I did a lousy job on that. That needs some more repairing. But these things can get very thick and very heavy bottle brush. You can see some of these trunks here. I mean, they are not small. The other big concern I have is overhead, that we have a power feed dropping down to the roof of the garage over here. And I don't want to take that out. That'll create a highly dangerous situation here. I don't even want to talk about that. So I'm going to have to use the brain a little bit. It's probably going to be a 2-day process here. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to have to tie off some of the trees and get them to incline in the direction that I want them to fall. So we got to get to it. But first things first, let's go to the back and tell you what's going to be happening first. Some big boys to come down. It's going to be a really big job. We need to almost get that down to fence level. Wow, I didn't have the money. I had to back off because it was too long waiting for the guy to come and said he was going to do it. So I just decided to save the money and do it myself. So what I need to do, I'm going to be dragging all of these branches and limbs to the back here, where I have a little more time to slowly dispatch them over the course of a week or two. Bird's done a good job of consolidating all the wire to be turned into recycle. Obviously there'll be a few dollars for him there, but what I need to do is cut the grass because I can't have the limbs back here and then have grass growing even higher. So this might take a couple hours to get this under control. So I'm imagining this is going to be like a 2-day job just to get that stuff down and back into here. So I'm going to get the mower. I'm going to spare you. I'll show you the after. So let me get going here. Welcome aboard. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. Another huge project day here on the ranch. 2 hours of prep work. Nothing ever is as quick as you think it's going to be here, but got everything all cut, weed whacked here, so I'm excited. We're about ready. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to get on to our cutting, and the deal is we're going to cut and pull back here, and then I'm going to worry about dispatching these branches, and some of them are going to be logs here over the next few weeks or so. So I want to drag them into this spot here, but things are looking good. The apple tree is in bloom. It smells good. So the Rancho is looking good. So I'm going to go get set up with what I need. I'm going to use some cords to give a little bit of a lean to each one that I take down. I'm going to be very careful to try to triangulate and measure using geometry here. The Pythagorean theorem about how I can make these cuts safely and come over without taking out the power line. That's my biggest concern, or the cable here. So time to get to it. No time for goofing around. There's the first one I have tied off, so it goes to the left, and I'm going to be cutting these low. I don't want to do this again for a long time. So let me get in there and get this saw and give it a go. Got the real Widowmaker on this, a 22-inch cutter. This is specifically designed for brush. Yeah, baby. I should probably wear a crash helmet. hope I've done a good eyeball measuring job here. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, right? Up some area there. That's the easy one, okay? Oh, that looks a lot better. It's looking a lot better. Let me get this first one cut up and we'll get on with the show. There is number 2 down. Let there be light. Exciting. You can see some of the logs I've already gotten here. The size of these is pretty big. I don't want one of these babies coming down on me, that's for sure. So far so good. Haven't crushed anything. Get up to some of these high wire racks here. We're going to have to be, after we get this one done, it's going to be a little more tough sledding here, but don't dare look ahead too much, right? I consider myself pretty lucky so far. This is going to be the really problematic, so I'm going to have to cut this one up high and then come back and cut it as high as I can so it doesn't have a lot of swing room out this way. Boy, but it's nice to see this, opening up. Allergies. Let's keep going. Let me cut up this second one. Good job. There you go. That's exactly the way I wanted to come down. Controlled burn, baby. Woo! The way I like it to come down. I'll be so happy next door. Cut that out. We'll move on to the next one. some more. No, guys, that might be the end of the Sawzall. No. Oh, whoa. Man, ooh, we're burning up, man. Finally, all these years. Oh well, guys. Need a new Sawzall. We got that in a bad position too. Alright, scratch one Sawzall. That had been with me since 2011. And let me tell you, that's done a lot of demo and other work. But I'd say that's a pretty good effort for today. I think I'm going to call it a day here. I'll worry about this tomorrow. This is going to have to tie it up. I'm going to have to use the van tomorrow to kind of tie these off. Some of these are really slumping over the other side, so I will just have to see. Give me a chance to pick up a saw, and yeah, what a job, what a job. Little by little.